my love.
He called me my love, and then I threw up in my mouth a little. Ethan Rain? How did you get in my dream?
You are always dreaming every dream you could dream all the time. Which one you choose to remember in the morning is based on wishes, anxieties. It's a vast and fascinating place. Everywhere you turn, a part of you. Want to see one?
Yuck! Heh, no, that's nothing worth. It's just been a slow year. People who love me tend to, die. Maybe go to a hell dimension, or burn up, or they start letting vamps suck on them and they leave, even my friends. Sooner or later, everybody realizes there's something wrong. Something wrong with me, or around me, or... Wow, did not mean to end up there. Mom? Mom, you're alive! And Donnie, you're not a giant or a centaur or a monkey robot. You're just little. Really, when were you ever this little? I mean, this could all be the handiwork of some sleep demon. Or maybe the ghost of Ethan Rain has dragged me back into the dream space again. Whatever. I can do this. Look at it this way, Xander. Maybe someday Snyder will get eaten by a huge, ginormous snake. And you'll wear an eye patch and be in charge of lots of women. Oh, that's right. You like, and you're not... Well, you probably are, but not... Yikes! Open mouth, insert whole body. I almost forgot what it was like to just be Scooby's. Oh yeah, I remember this part. This is where my life gets in the way of my living it. We'll find these disciples of Morgan Freeman. We'll locate their nest, and I'll dust them like I always do. I'm only trying to have a little fun, Giles. Remember fun? It was something I used to have a lot of before I became the chosen one, which, believe it or not, isn't all that it's cracked up to be. And someday, there's gonna be 1,800 Slayers working in 10 separate squads, and everybody calls me ma'am. So tonight, I'm going to get a little taste of that fun at this party. Oh, Angel. On the way to the party, my spider sense starts tingling. Damn it, I don't need spider sense, I need angel sense. Look at him, all handsome-y, before I knew he was Angelus. And all handsome-y. Buffy, get a hold of yourself. Angel?
Buffy.
Well, now that we've got that out of the way, I have plans this evening, and they don't include you.
That's fine. That's more than fine.
Good.
Good. I just wanted to say that word under the street is that you went up against the 5 disciples of Morgalla and took them out. Pretty impressive.
No biggie.
No, really, good work. Because if you hadn't stopped them, they would have raised, well, that's nothing to worry about since you did, and that's all I have to say about it.
Thank you, Angel, and good night.
I couldn't help notice that you're wearing the necklace I gave you.
For your information, I wore this necklace because it goes with this outfit, and not for any other reason you might have in that undead head of yours. We were never really good at this, lots of the other stuff, but not so much the talking stuff.
Like what, exactly?
Angel, you've lived for like 1,000,000 years.
It hasn't been that long. Only a few decades, years, centuries. Okay, so what's your point?
If you knew something about someone's past and future, would you tell them?
Probably not. You can't change a person's past, and just by telling them, you'll change their future into who knows what.
Yeah, well, I gotta run. I have that party thing thingy.
Have fun with that.
So I heard you went up against the 5 disciples of Morgalla. Pretty impressive. Like I care what you think, mister. I'm so dark and mysterious and a vampire who turns into the baddest bad and makes me the saddest sad. Wait a second, what did he say?
No, really, good work. Because if you hadn't stopped them, they would have raised...
No, that wasn't it.
I couldn't help notice that you're wearing the necklace.
No!
You look very beautiful.
He didn't even say that!
Word under the street is that you went up against the 5 disciples of...
Stop! That was it. He said 5 disciples when there were only 3. Ooh, I love that song. I could even dance to that song. 3, 5? What's the diff? Maybe Angel can't count. Maybe... Gah! Maybe I can get to the graveyard and back before the party's over. I hate it when I'm right. I hate it worse when he's right. Xander, look at you. You're all patchy-eyed. Hey, look at Donnie, Xander. She's all centaur-y. Not even a robot centaur. Oh my god, look at you, Will! You're all magic-y and gay now! I just had the strangest dream. We were back in high school. And you were there, and you were there, and you were there. And Toto too? All I kept thinking was how nice things were back then, when it wasn't so complicated. And yet, it was just the same as now, only different. I guess it doesn't really matter. Whatever it was, it's over now. And we've got a world to save. Maybe Angel was right. You can't change a person's past. And just by telling them, you'll change their future into who knows what. But for a brief shiny, it was great to go home again. I left you in a smoking crater and...
He wasn't the only one, Pet. You've got a nasty habit of leaving lads in the lurch.
Or a hell dimension.
What? Oh God, you're here. I missed you so much.
Which one?
She can't even tell us apart.
It's the outfits.
You're being too nice.
I'm just soft on bottle blondes.
Always your weakness.
Guys, I'm standing right here, feeling needy. What in the slashy heck? I'm the love of your lives. Can this possibly get worse?
Hey, Buff. Sleeping any better?
Everybody die always. You listen to me, Twilight. My God, is that really the name you picked? Twilight? You know I lived that first, right? And my vampire was so much better.
Yeah. I missed you too. Buff, I know you're out there. You're even stronger than I'd hoped. That was the first blow I felt in a long while. But you need to stop. You need to think about what's happened.
That's not Angel. It's not. It's gotta be Angelus.
And don't think I'm Angelus either. I'm me. And you know I'm me. I know you feel it. Oh, and Buff?
Stop talking! Your best asset was that you weren't a talker. You killed my girls, 206 girls.
I didn't kill anyone. This was happening.
Stop saying cryptic crap like that. It happened because you made it happen. You made them hate us.
You really don't know how much worse it could have been? Powerful people, governments, lining up to wipe out the terrorists you created. Demons weren't thrilled either. I put on a mask, talk about master plans, distract them, keep the body count as low as I can while I push.
Push me, why? So I can absorb the power of my dead friends?
Who told you that? Willow? I thought she'd see further than that. That's not why you have these powers. And stop trying to punch me. It won't make you feel better.
It will.
See? It won't. Not this time. Not if you hit me 100 times. It's different now, Buffy. Your power, like my power, has nothing to do with the other Slayers. What's happening to you, to us, this is what we've been waiting for. What we earned. What we need.
Stop lying to me! I know you're lying! Why else would you be hiding all this time?
I wasn't hiding. See, that didn't feel better, did it? And I wasn't hiding. I was in LA. Things got very funky. I'm okay now. I'm better than okay.
I don't give a crap about LA. Why did you put us through this freaking hell for the past year?
You fundamentally shifted the balance of power in this world, Buffy. People die when that happens. Every time. It could never be as simple as you hoped. Not on this plane. But it was a pure act, and it meant you were ready. The mask, the cult. It wasn't just to distract the bad guys. It was to focus you, too. To push you to be what you've become. That twist in your belly isn't just rage or confusion. And for once, it's not even guilt. You feel me, Buffy. You feel us.
I'd never tell him he's right. But as he says the words, there is no us.
There's always been us. You can keep swinging, but you know I can feel you coming.
I know he's right.
Get away from me.
You see that there? That glow on your arm every time you get close? This isn't just another fist fight, Buffy. This is history. Oh, and look at that. Now your glow's starting to expand.
There's no glow. You're imagining a glow.
Buffy, let go. For 1 minute, let go of what you think you understand, and let your body tell you the truth.
My body isn't talking.
It's singing. It's joy, Buffy. You and I don't have a lot of experience with joy, but I feel it. Being this close to you, I feel a connection even I wasn't prepared for. Forget what I said about history. This isn't just history. This is us, Buff. This is our future.
You don't know me like you used to know me.
Maybe I don't. But I do know there's a reason we're both standing here, flushed with this unholy power. There's a reason I loved you the moment I saw you. There's a reason we can't be happy with anyone else. And there's a reason your whole body is glowing right now. And there's a reason that despite all this power coursing through me, what I feel right now is weak. I'm terrified you'll go. You'll leave before we have a chance to explore what this really is. This glow. What if, just once, the right thing for us to do is also the most wonderful? Buffy, don't you want to be happy?
Reunion kisses are the best. You get all the awkward energy, all the chaos, all the semi-comic fumbling, plus all the confusion,
Twilight is Angel,
the uncertainty,
Twilight is Angel?
Ben is Glory.
the head-numbing rush that you remember from the first time you kissed. But once you find your footing, well, that was sprinkles. Where are we? And why am I dressed?
Buff. Did you? How'd we... Wait, is this? It is, isn't it? It took the two of us.
Angel. English, please.
Don't you see? If we pierced the final wall, the keys were us.
The keys to what?
To everything. Look around. They said it didn't exist, but it does. It always has. And now it's ours. Here we are, Buffy. Welcome to Twilight.
It's a trap.
It's not a trap.
It's always a trap. That's how it is. We get one moment of peace.
That was way more than peace.
Do not talk about it yet. We're not talking about it yet. The point is, that's our lives. We catch our breath, we turn around, and just as we figure out where they transported us, the vicious orcs come over the mountain. Listen, they're coming.
No, you're wrong, Buffy. The orcs aren't coming.
But that's not... The orcs always come.
Until the day they don't.
No, the moment you look away, the bad guy jumps out. There's a bomb under the car. The apple's been poisoned.
Apple, maybe. Poison, no.
Well, something was in that apple, because what I'm feeling is a whole lot weirder than afterglow, which I am also feeling.
Have you noticed our clothes are changing? Not to mention, Buffy, look. The world. I think we're in...
Twilight? But we did have the sex part, right?
Yes, we had the sex part.
Good. Because quite honestly, I'm still feeling, well, satisfied. And I want to just make sure we're not somehow standing here in my mind, or in some dream where I'm in the snow globe at the end of St. Elsewhere.
So much doubt, always. It is your mind, Buffy. It's both of ours. But we're not trapped in it. I think we're finally free.
You don't even know, do you? You're guessing as much as I am. Twilight.
You know that's not what I am. Think of how we got here. This place. It's a place of pleasure. A place you've never been. And the only way we get here is with each other.
1, that is the single Velveeta cheesiest come-on line I've ever heard. 2, if you say this is heaven or something stupid like that, I will sock you.
I know why you use the jokes, Buffy. It's the same reason Xander does.
That's not true. Xander enjoys his jokes.
And you can make as many as you want, but it doesn't change where we are. Look around. You see it, don't you? This place. It reacts to us.
Then why does it keep putting me in graduation gowns? No one looks good in graduation gowns.
That's not a graduation gown. It's a Spanish mourning robe from the 16th century, worn by a slayer from the late 1590s. Your outfit before that, the Indian sari, was from a slayer in the 17th century. I know you feel it, Buffy. This place, think of it as a higher plane.
It's not a higher plane. It's like I said, it's a trap.
Both of those statements can be true.
Will you stop talking like Giles? See? It's not a higher plane. It's a Daffy Duck cartoon.
That's the beauty of it. It looks that way because you made it that way, just like we... Oh, I get it. That's why it first looked like Eden. It's the one thing the best philosophers had right. We build it ourselves, Buffy. Paradise is ours to write.
That's fine. Great speech, but all I want to write is the part where I see my friends.
You know where they are. They're wherever you want them to be.
Well, then I want them to be right... Oh, that was actually easier than I thought. Well, that's certainly the suck part of Eden. Did we cause that?
I didn't think it would be... We can help them. We can fix it. We can fix everything, Buffy. After all these centuries, no more fighting, no more failing, no more dying. The universe we're going to make. It's not just that we get to be together, Buffy. We finally get to be happy. They can handle this, Buffy.
You don't know that.
It's no different than when you died. They'll survive. They always do.
You're just saying that because you can live without knowing the outcome. I can't.
The outcome is beyond us. The only absolute in the earth is that it will end.
But today is different than later. My friends are different than... Are you really not getting this? That's what I need to fight for. Not happiness, not humanity. Them. Those people.
You are fighting for them. That's why you were sent here. This is the end. The end of what's down there. And the beginning of a new era. The beginning of us. You don't have to choose. The universe already chose us. All we have to do is leave behind the lower plane.
Leave behind? My family is on that lower plane. My family.
You do understand that being here is what you were meant for.
Don't you know me by now, Angel? I never do what I'm meant for.
If you stay here, we can evolve.
Screw evolution.
So you'll just walk away and ignore what the universe has spent millions of years setting in motion?
Yep.
Okay, let's go.
I did miss you.
I missed you too.
I'll take the ones on the left.
Then I'll get the ones on the right.
Oh, this is gonna be good. Is that...
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
Enough of this. You want to put these demons down and end this Twilight crap once and for all? You talk to me.
Buffy, I don't trust him.
Angel, I don't trust you. But you have my heart, so what can I do? And he has a ship, so what can...
It's too convenient. Him showing up now, he's got an agenda.
Well, it's likely to be a lot simpler than yours. And right now, it's useful. The last time I saw Spike, he died saving me and my people.
He told me like 4,000 times.
I'll bet. But I'm not gonna fret about his timing right now. Would you have preferred he showed up a few hours ago? This is the weirdest, weirdest, best day of my life. What you've done for me, I can't describe. I can't pronounce. You gave me perfection, and you gave it up. Geez, Angel, that's not just the love of my life. That's the guy I would live it with.
You're going to tell me to go.
Quit with the psychic, you. Spike has an agenda. He won't reveal it with you around. And the others.
Point taken.
You can't blame them.
I don't.
What we did, it released these demons all over. They're gonna target Slayers.
Are you sure?
Well, everyone else has. You can make up for a lot of damage, Angel. I need you to. I think you need it too. You save as many as you can, and I get Spike's piece of this puzzle.
Is that all you want from him?
That's beneath you, baby.
I got more powerful, not remotely mature. I'll find you soon.
You better. Let's do this in order. 1. Thank you for saving us from the Uber Vamps. That was crazy Studley, and sorry I haven't been in touch, but as you can see, I'm somehow leading an army.
You're well...
2. What do you know and how can you help? No jokes, no snark, no British slang that just means something dirty.
1. Under all that demon viscera, you still reek of him. And that's not a treat for me. But it can't be Buffy if she doesn't boink the bad guy, right?
Snark!
Comes with the sizable package. 2. You can under no circumstances trust him.
Can everybody just agree not to trust anybody and you get to the freaking point?
Been to any higher dimensions lately? Yeah. I know what this was all about. Took me a while, and a lot of favors, to piece it together, but I know a few things well worth remembering. You ascended. You opened a gateway to a new reality. Scratch that. You created a new reality with your nudie shenanigans, and then you abandoned it. I'm not talking about the demons that poured in once the great space hymen ripped open. I'm talking about a universe, ditched at birth. You think we've got trouble now? We do. So go ahead and think it. But Pet, you better pray that higher reality doesn't come looking for Mummy.
Now tell me about now. You said you knew what everyone was looking for.
Well, yeah. It's what all this comes from. It's what can stop all this. The seed. We're digging up the seed of wonder. So what do you say, love? Fancy a bit of exposition?
I can't believe you have hot water on this thing. Also, sidebar, what is this thing?
Tale for another time, Pet. We've got to focus on what's ahead.
What's ahead is what should be behind. Suckydale.
Home again, home again.
Jiggity jig. What's the seed of wonder and why is it there?
It's always been there. Before you, before humans, before the first even, which has a nice irony.
And it is...
Just what the name implies, the source of all the magic in the world. As long as it's in its place, the Hellmouth, more recently known as Sunnydale, things stay more or less where they should. But pull it out?
Wow. Probably would have been more impressive if something poured out. Like if you held it upside down.
It's a 70-year-old Madeira. I'm not dumping it on the floor just because you have no imagination.
You're the one who made a big thing with the cork.
The point is...
If the seed's removed, the world goes by.
But it's safe in the ground, buried under this disaster and that, with its protector at its side.
Protector?
I'll get to that. Point is, bottle corked, world safe. Nothing to fear. Unless a couple of superpowered morons who never got a higher education decide to shag a universe into existence.
That wasn't our fault.
Nobody said it was, except me right now to your face.
The universe planned that. It set us up. It wasn't like we were out of control. Though we kind of were. It was like... elemental. Like we were outside ourselves, in each other. Like we were the wind that swept us up.
Can you think of a single creature on any plane of existence that wants to hear this less?
I'm sorry. I'm still feeling like something got switched on and I don't know how to turn it off. I really shouldn't be telling you that, but you were the guy I told the things I wasn't supposed to tell. You're my dark place, Spike.
And that's how we can stop the world from being destroyed.
What?
Got it?
Wait, what was the middle part?
No wonder Giles said you were a crap student.
No, I'm just so many things at once. Busy mind, tired, after effects.
Yeah, no mystery who you were thinking about.
No mystery, already solved. Let's go back just a teeny bit.
I'll save it for the group. We've got a ways to go. Why don't we get into bed?
Bed? God, my brain's turning into Cinemax over here. Spike's totally touching my butt.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did I do all of this?
Yeah, you did. Where's the seed?
You are a hell of a ride, love, as I've mentioned before. But my geography's a bit turned round right now. Oh, right. Protector. My hero.
Death is nothing to the seed. It restored me when Twilight chose Angelus. I sort of thought he'd show.
Oh, he'll be around later to take credit for everything. Don't you fret. Not saying I'm not having fun, Pet, but what the hell do we do with this?
Angel.
Right then. Angelus!
No.
Twilight.
It's different than before. Now we can hurt each other.
Finally chosen a side, have you, scared hair? Thank bloody Christ.
Spike, the sun hasn't set. Your story ends now.
I liked it better when you were kissing.
I'm fairly certain I never mentioned...
I can't process it. I've seen Angelus, an angel's attempt to be Twilight. This is neither.
You created a world. You can't just turn away from it. Die now.
Go, Angel! Also, take that!
Xander. It's Angel. At the very least, she'll hesitate. She wants to stop him, not kill him.
No, do not go in there.
I can end this.
Giles, I'm all for rash acts of nobility, but you can't get between those two.
Xander. That's exactly where she needs me.
Giles.
No more!
Buffy, what happened? Did we win?
You were making that noise again. Nightmare?
What else?
Is this the one where Angel and Spike get it all one?
Worse. Like true.
Oi,
Are you parked on the roof again?
if you'd invite me in, I wouldn't have to crawl about, would I?
Not my house, Blondie Bear.
I've begged you not to call me that. Reminds me of that moron who, among other things, has completely ruined Dancing with the Stars this season.
Did you come here for any reason at all?
Rumblings, pet. While you're gadding about serving cappuccinos, I'm keeping my ear to the ground. Somebody's coming for you.
Who?
I haven't actually got that bit yet.
Wow, thank God you've got my back.
Well, who else does right now?
Don't worry about me. Giles left me this super useful book.
Look, I know everybody thinks you're a useless bint that ruined everything right now,
Why did we ever break up?
but I know the truth. You were faced with decisions no one has to make. Attacked, controlled, by forces no one comprehends. And you pulled your people through. So honestly, fuck anybody who thinks they could have done better. The world was on fire. The world is always on fire, and you're always right in the thick of it. And the only difference this time is that people actually noticed. So they judge, and they carp, and debate. But put the scythe in their hands and they'd shake like trifle on a train.
I broke the scythe.
Yeah, I didn't really get what that thing was. The point is,
Got it.
what's wrong with you?
Nothing. Good talk. Come again.
You're weird.
Ack! Ow!
I live on a dirigible run by insects, and you're still particularly weird.
Got it. You're still not invited in. Bye now. Boys. Of course, you're married, you're dead, and you're, out of her league?
You gonna make me ask?
Any chance I can make you beg?
Not this year.
Wait, didn't the invitation?
Your text just said party. Actually, it said pratty, but I took a chance.
Enter freely and of your own free will, and no bumpy face. My roomies aren't in the know.
I can't even believe you're trying to patrol tonight.
I just feel the need to make myself useful.
And if a vampire shows up, you'll barf on them?
Bloody well hope not.
Hey, it's Stocky the Clown.
That's a bit harsh after last night.
Wait, what last night?
Let's all not find out.
I keep telling Buffy she's being targeted.
But not by who or anything new. Is that why you came out? To protect me?
And what are you gonna do? What magic have you got that can't be bought in a joke shop?
I was hoping to talk to Buffy alone, actually.
Is it about the seed?
Yeah.
Then can we not?
Buffy, it's not about blame.
Well, it feels pretty blamey.
Or you're being projecting-y.
I'm also gonna add E to the end of my sentence, E.
You took the spark of creation out of the world. You don't see it the way I can.
There's still monsters. There's still stuff.
You both make valid points, E.
Buffy Summers, it is time for you to pay. Your student loan.
Don't you say a f***ing word.
Sidebar, please. When I was off traipsing about in a dirigible run by giant bugs, weren't you wanted as an international jewel thief?
I only stole to pay for the cause. And the occasional outfit.
You must have stashed something away for a rainy day.
I gave it all back when Riley negotiated an amnesty between Slayers and Interpol.
One creature of night to another. Cut her a little slack. She didn't even finish college, you know. And we're talking UC Sunnydale.
We've been through this. I had no choice.
Maybe. But that doesn't mean you can sit back like everything's over. You're going to have to deal with the fallout eventually.
Red's right, you know.
You used to be on my side.
I'm not talking about the seed, love. I'm talking about the not sitting back. You don't hear rumblings like I did because Buffy Summers is late on a few bills. There's still someone out there who's coming for you. You're a hard girl to find.
That's the idea.
Want to tell me how you managed to get pinched?
I blame the vampire I dusted. If I hadn't gotten caught slaying him, I wouldn't be public enemy number 1.
Like you had a choice. Killing beasties is hardwired into who you are.
Why couldn't destroying the seed have taken that away? Along with whatever makes vampires tick. Then I could be Buffy. Minus the words Slayer, Chosen, and One.
For starters, I'd be dead. And you wouldn't be nearly as much fun.
Fun is overrated. But I'd probably miss you.
Bloody hell you would. Especially since I'm going to figure out who's coming for you.
Thanks, Spike.
You just worry about staying out of the clink.
Tell me why vermin like you is desperate to rescue a Slayer.
The Slayer and I go way back. Back before I had a soul. Though I probably should skip most of that if I expect you to believe me. Suffice it to say, I'd do pretty much anything to keep her safe. After everything that Buffy's been through, she needs one thing, and that's normal. Which I am decidedly not.
Buffy! Why don't you pick on some nasties your own size?
Spike, don't...
Buffy.
You faced death to save her. She will want to speak with you.
Maybe. But I already told you.
You want her to be with what this realm calls normal.
First long weekend I have from pouring coffee in 3 months. And I end up here. Spike sold me on a spacecation so I could see something spectacular. A comet, supernova, white dwarf. Pretty sure I slayed that guy in the Enchanted Forest. Anything to make me forget San Francisco and what passes for vampires these days. So why am I stuck on a ship with a giant bloodthirsty space bug?
He sucks blood? He's a mosquito.
He ain't a bloody mosquito, though I understand the confusion. Irene's now a multi-hyphenated space bug zompire thing. Turns out you lot react even worse to being sired than post-seed humans do. Even I'm getting confused. Point is, you buggies should have known better than to have taken shore leave after dark. And you definitely shouldn't have brought Irene's carcass back on board.
A deck clear, but I could really use something sharp, pointy, and preferably made of wood.
You ain't gonna find anything like that aboard the SS Infestation. These guys are distant cousins of termites.
It's okay, a Slayer always comes prepared.
Okay, who took Buffy's steaks?
Sire, when you told us we had to huddle in your stateroom, we didn't know how long it would be until our next meal.
Want to tell me how you became friends with a Slayer?
Long story, mate, and not what tonight's about.
I'm here to learn about all things vampire. I think a Slayer-Vampire alliance falls under exactly what tonight's about.
All right, if you have to know. I tried to kill Buffy. I failed. I had a chip implanted in my head, so I couldn't. I had a thing with a robot Buffy. Then I had a thing with the real Buffy. I got my soul back, and Buffy and I went our separate ways.
Are you two still?
Buffy only comes to me when she needs dark. Why you asking? You fancy her? 'Cause there's nothing I'd like more than to see her with someone like you, clueless about things that go bump in the night. Buffy, she needs help.
Zompires?
Nothing that fun. She wants to talk.
You going to tell her how you really feel about her? Or are you going to bottle it up until Buffy's too old to care?
What are you on about?
You aren't over her.
I've been over Buffy since the night we first brought down a house.
I'm a cop. I read people. And the only reason you won't tell her how you feel is because you're afraid you might hurt her.
Everything okay?
How was the ride along?
Dowling's a good bloke, if a bit nosy. Buff, there's something I need to tell you.
Can I go first? I want to do something, and I think it's going to be hard. So I was hoping you could help me.
Anything for you, love.
Spike, I'm going to have an abortion.
You're pregnant?
I was ready to ask you to run away with me. But then I realized I can handle the Slayer stuff, but everything else, I'm not ready. At least not now. Will you come with me when I do this?
Yeah.
You okay, love? I put your suitcase in the cabin. The bugs can get the rest of your boxes whenever you want.
Preferably when the roomies aren't home. Tumble freaks out at bug-sized bugs.
You really want to do this?
Tumble and Anahid look at me like, well, the way people look at bumpy-faced you. Just one more reminder of how I fail at all things ordinary.
Living in a giant cockroach isn't going to help you there. Besides, that's not what I was asking.
Oh, right. Did you call the doctor?
Yep, tomorrow. I can change the appointment if you want.
No. I need to do this. It'll be one thing I don't mess up. Is this all the closet space you have?
Fits all my clothes.
You have like one jacket.
What makes you think I don't have doubles? Did you really mean what you said the other night? If you were going to go through with having a little Slayer, was I really first on deck to run away with?
We would have just ended up in some apartment just like this. Cramped, dingy, slightly less steampunk, and definitely sans the molting legs.
Sorry. Told Sebastian to be careful when he's tidying up.
If I was going to flout every Slayer instinct in my body, who better to do it with than you? But it never would have worked.
Why not? You ever see me with the kidlets? Didn't do such a bad job with Dawn when you were 2 meters down.
But Spike, if I were trying to have a normal life, you'd be exactly what I'd be running away from.
Right. I'm just the bloke you go to when you need help out of a jam.
Spike, why do alien bugs use European sockets?
Real question is why Europeans use alien sockets. But no time for that. Got to rescue our detective pal from a nasty zomp nest.
I'm coming.
Not like that, you aren't.
Spike, why does it matter? I'm not going through with it.
Until you don't go through with it, you're persona non-slayer. Understand?
You live on that thing too?
It's a new arrangement.
When did you and your vampire boyfriend decide to play spaceship?
Spike's not my boyfriend. Did he say that?
Didn't have to. It was written all over his face. That vampire's in love with you.
Thanks, love. You okay?
Is it true, Spike? Are you still in love with me?
You you really going to make me say what everyone else already worked out?
You know I'm terrible at everything that doesn't end with slaying. I'm not well-rounded. I have lots of corners. And most of them are pointy. Why didn't you tell me?
Because you had bigger problems, and you needed my help. But I get how things work with us. I was a twit to think they might have changed. So once I know you're okay, I'm getting in my spaceship and flying into the wild black yonder. Because I don't want to be the dark place you run to when things aren't working. That's not why I fought to get my soul back. That's not why I've been sticking up for you about the seed. And that's certainly not why I've stuck around this bloody city.
You stayed here for me?
I didn't stay here for cable cars and rice Arani. I can give you what you need. I want normal too. And I want it with you.
Is that my arm?
Your arm is the least of your worries.
How about my shoulder? Should I worry about my shoulder?
Hate to be hopelessly opaque, Slayer, but I think you've gone mechanical.
Wait. So, on your home planet, you step on bug-sized humans?
No, he's just messing with you. Master Spike is requesting a pickup.
I don't understand. I'm me. I'm Buffy. I'm not a robot.
Would you like to put your arm in the limb incinerator?
Not now, Seb.
Don't worry, they always grow back.
Trust me, love. I know my way around a Buffy bot. And you are definitely one.
I think this means I'm not pregnant. Spike. I'm a freaking robot!